Some exciting news has been announced about plans in 2017 for a major cinema version of the life and adventures of the original flying saucer contactee, George Adamski. Revealing the plans on a radio talk show, Adamski Foundation Director Glenn Steckling said he was currently in talks with unnamed parties in Los Angeles about a big screen spectacular on the enigmatic Adamski and his lifelong contacts with benign extraterrestrial humans who had attempted to make their presence amongst us known through Adamski in the 1950s and 60s. Mr. Steckling, a commercial airlines pilot who inherited the directorship of the foundation in 1991 following the passing of his famous author father and Adamski co-worker Fred Steckling, said it was the second attempt to create a truthful cinema version of Adamski's life and times. Following George Adamski's joint authorship of the book Flying Saucers Have Landed in 1953, which he co-wrote with Winston Churchill's cousin, Lord Desmond Leslie, the World War II Spitfire pilot and celebrated writer and musician, the Californian author and philosopher was both courted and undermined by US intelligence agencies who were keen to glean the knowledge of his ET contacts, but less keen for that information to be made available to the general public. Mr. Steckling said the truth about Adamski's contacts has become so toxic to the gatekeepers of the UFO secret that his very name and anything connected to him is regularly erased from his own photographs and films when they are shown in both mainstream and alternative media presentations. None of the original Adamski photographs and cinefilm of the saucers and motherships have ever been successfully debunked, but on the contrary, have been officially verified and authenticated by leading photographic experts. Despite this, disruptive elements utilizing Wikipedia and other online sources continue to spread disinformation about the Adamski contacts, which muddies the waters of a full and accurate ET disclosure. It's because of this continual misrepresentation of Adamski and his work that the Foundation continues to monitor and correct the rewriting of history by those who wish it to remain hidden from future generations. Of greatest concern is the proliferation of weapons in outer space for the profits and control structures of the military-industrial complex. Adamski's contacts were from cultured and spiritually advanced human civilizations existing within our own solar system, which have long since outgrown primitive war games and religious intolerances. Mr. Steckling is adamant the Foundation will remain in full control of the historical accuracy of the new cinema version of the George Adamski story, which he says will reject sensationalism and replace it with reality, providing cinema goers with a genuine record of events as they unfolded at the time. Some of these events he was personally present at, including visits by extraterrestrial humans to his parents' home, during the time George Adamski was their house guest. In the original plans for an Adamski movie, Hollywood film star Jock Mahoney, who was a personal friend of Adamski and a regular visitor to his Palomar Gardens home, was lined up to play the contactee on the big screen, but Mr. Steckling said that no final decisions on casting had yet been reached, although a number of actors' names were currently being discussed and considered for the major roles.